Blake Lively's team is pissed about the Hollywood Reporter cover they did for their article yesterday. They are so unhappy about this cover to the point that they made a public statement that was pretty bold about it. Blake Lively and her team were so upset about this that I would not be surprised if they added the Hollywood Reporter to the lawsuit or even made an entire new lawsuit for just them. Because like we know, Justin Baldoni sued the New York Times, so I wouldn't put past Blake and her team to sue the Hollywood Reporter for this. Before I read the comments, some things I want to point out is one, Justin holding the book It Ends With Us, the slingshot with what looks to be a phone in it headed towards Justin Baldoni, the flowers coming out of Blake Lively. They said, and I quote, "The Hollywood Reporter should be ashamed of itself. The framing in the picture is outrageously insulting as it plays into a very sexist trope about women who dare file a workplace complaint, turning them into the aggressor and suggesting they deserve the retaliation that comes their way."
Okay, so this is actually kind of wild. So this is the full image that the Hollywood Reporter released as a part of their new cover, Blake vs. Baldoni. Okay, now it's hard to see that here, but bear with me, I split it up so we can look at it closer. So here at the beginning, we have Ryan Reynolds not dressed as just Deadpool, but Nice Pool, which is allegedly the character that he kind of made up after Justin Baldoni, right? With the bun in his hair, and he identifies as a feminist, of course, right? This is weird. Like, not just Deadpool, but Nice Pool. Okay, moving on. Then you have Blake with the slingshot, slinging the cell phone, which I would guess means receipts, at Justin Baldoni. Then you have flower petals falling off here, which I'm assuming refers to It Ends With Us. Grab your girlfriends, wear your florals. We all know that. Here's Justin Baldoni. He's holding the It Ends With Us book. He's also holding another slingshot, and I think that's a rock. He has two different pairs of shoes on. Don't know what to make of that. And then here is Justin Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, behind Justin Baldoni. The Hollywood Reporter is wild for this. Put your thoughts in the comments.
Blake Lively is extremely pissed off, and Blake Lively has finally responded to the Hollywood Reporter magazine cover, and even one of the representatives on Blake's team made a public statement, and what they said is insane. For context, the Hollywood Reporter put out this magazine cover titled Blake vs. Baldoni. It says, "An exclusive look behind the battle lines of Hollywood's uncivil war," and all the little details about this poster has Blake pissed. But this is where it gets even more crazier. Not only did I not expect Blake to comment on this so quickly, it makes no sense for Blake to say what she said, considering that she literally let her husband Ryan Reynolds make a joke about this on SNL, on national TV, and even the guy from the Domingo sketch didn't even think it was funny. Because why are Blake and Ryan even joking about this if their team is gonna say this? The Hollywood Reporter should be ashamed of itself. Framing of this picture is outrageously insulting as it plays into every sexist trope about women who dare to file a workplace complaint. In addition, the story is extremely offensive. Are you on Team Blake or Team Justin Baldoni?
I suffer from toxic masculinity. Absolutely not.
Blake Lively hits back at the Hollywood Reporter over sexist cover about Justin Baldoni drama. She's calling it extremely offensive. Blake Lively was reportedly offended by a cover image the Hollywood Reporter recently published that depicted her launching a slingshot at Justin Baldoni. The Hollywood Reporter should be ashamed of itself. The framing in this picture is outrageously insulting as it plays into every sexist about women who dare file a workplace complaint, turning them into the aggressors and suggesting they deserve the retaliation that comes their way.
I suffer from toxic masculinity. Absolutely not. I cry.
All right, class, let's go over this chart, shall we? Toxic masculinity, never a victim, be a man, violence, suppressed emotions, emasculation, initiations. So I suggest, Blake Lively, you put your big boy pants on and stop being a victim, be a man, and, be about it. Because as you say, you suffer from toxic masculinity. There's no way that article cover is being sexist towards you. It doesn't apply. Brian Friedman, if you haven't called me by now, what are you doing? I will slay dragons for you. Just give me a call or a DM. Any mode of communication is accepted here. Welcome back to another edition of Fuck Around and Find Out, where we will use your own words against you. We're not ashamed.
And people are saying the cover is referencing David and Goliath, which would mean that they see Blake as the underdog in this, and that Justin is the evil bad guy. But this is where it gets even more worser. Blake's response to the magazine cover has a lot of people angry. Not only did she say, "The Hollywood Reporter should be ashamed of itself. The framing of this picture is outrageously insulting as it plays into every sexist trope about women who dare to file a workplace complaint, and that she is being turned into the aggressor. And in addition, the story is extremely offensive." But this is where it gets even more crazier. Blake is saying that they shouldn't be dramatizing or joking about this, and why did she let her husband go on SNL and say what he said, literally making a joke out of the whole thing? Even the guy from the Domingo sketch didn't think it was funny. And Ryan hasn't said a single thing since making that joke on SNL. This is all alleged. Are you on Team Blake or Team Justin Baldoni?
You know that feeling when you're right about something and then you finally get the proof that you were right about it? That's what I'm feeling. The moment I saw Jenny doing press tours with Blake, I knew she had some kind of involvement with the drama. I just couldn't put my finger on it. Well, now we know. While they were filming It Ends With Us, Jenny rented an apartment in New York. Something about the apartment she didn't like, and she does have a daughter with her, so she requested that she move. Now, she couldn't do so herself because she had already put down a $15,000 deposit. These guys were more than understanding and also pointed out that she is a mother, so that is a top priority for them to get her at a place that she's comfortable at. "Don't refer to me as a mother," Jenny allegedly said, and went on to file a complaint that they called her mother and it made her uncomfortable. Like, are we just gonna get offended at anything and everything? Here's the clip where I said way back when that I knew she had some involvement. And it was for the complaint that we didn't know about yet. They're willing to testify. For some reason, she comes to mind. What do you think about the new complaints? Do you think they have some weight to them, or are they just grasping at straws?
We need to talk about the symbolism in the Hollywood Reporter cover that is clearly referencing the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively lawsuit drama. This is insane. I have no idea how I feel about it, but let's talk about the symbolism. Let's start with the flower petals ricocheting off Blake Lively. I believe this is in reference to Blake Lively promoting the film as a fun summer movie, telling people to wear their florals. Now, the phone that Blake Lively has in the cartoon in a slingshot pointed at Justin Baldoni. I believe that this is in reference to Blake Lively claiming that Justin Baldoni started a smear campaign against her on social media. Now, Justin Baldoni holding the book. This could mean two things. One could be that Justin Baldoni's studio owns the rights to the books and Blake allegedly wants the rights. And this could also be in reference to the rumor that Blake Lively never read It Ends With Us.
Hollywood reporters really did a great job bringing out the fact that this is what they think of Blake Lively. Her name is very hard. And more than all of that, they published it. Someone actually signed this off and published it. I'm not trying to be mean here, but this is the funniest thing I've ever seen, because this is how Hollywood looks at Blake Lively. And this makes me so... No, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying that this is funny. This is what Blake Lively did to herself. This image that the world has of her is not because of, we are jealous of her or something. I rather not have her life, because I have nothing to be jealous about. She has a life, she has no personality, she has no talent. She uses her friends' names everywhere. She is nothing and no one without the people around her. So there is no jealousy. I am very happy with the life I have, because this is not the kind of life I would wish for myself. And the recognition I would wish for myself either, because over the years she has been in this industry, she has given us nothing to prove that she's the best actress or even a good actress. She just has connections with everyone, and that is enough. Apparently, that has been enough for her for years. But right now, to see how Hollywood looks at Blake is the funniest thing for me. She did this to herself. And again, there were so many details in this photo that a lot of YouTubers, were keen on showing, and that made me laugh even more. So guys, I really hope you liked this video. because this is all I have for today. This was the major news from Hollywood Reporter. I cannot believe somebody made this design and someone signed off to this design, and then this was said, okay, give it off. Nobody is afraid of nobody anymore, and they're definitely not afraid of Blake Lively, because I don't even know who she really is, except for a few movies she has done and all that. I mean, I really don't, I don't get why she's so famous. If it wasn't for her husband and Taylor Swift, no, I don't really think people would remember her forever. But if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and I will be here for more and more juices from them, because apparently this is not going to end yet. So I will see you next time. Until then, bye.